What over-the-counter human medications do I use on my pets? These are my top 5 OTC human medications that I use on dogs and cats.
You should really stick around for treatment number 5. It's a brand new OTC combination remedy for dog ear infections and dog allergies.
Thanks so much for being a supporter of the channel. I'd love for you to click up there to subscribe, and then when you click that link directly in the box below, I can send you a copy of my free book. Number 1. For dogs that are nauseous, they ate something they shouldn't have, or a cat suffering from renal failure. This is the antacid from Imodium, the brand Pepcid. Pepcid, it's very safe and effective antacid. I used it a ton in veterinary practice, had many clients use it at home. We're looking at a pretty typical dog and cat dose of 2.5 milligrams per 10 pounds of body weight, 2 to 3 times a day. So that would equate to a quarter of this 10 milligram tablet, 2 to 3 times a day. Vomiting. Pretty common call. I would have gone on an emergency. Doc, my dog's vomiting. Is there something at home that's safe to give? This is something your parents probably gave to you when you were a kid. This is Gravol, the name of the drug, diamond hydronate. The standard dog and cat dose is 12.5 milligrams per 10 pounds of body weight, 2 to 3 times a day. And that would equate to a quarter of this 50 milligram tablet. Staying on the theme of gastrointestinal upset, nausea, vomiting, and there's diarrhea. As recently as a few days ago, my brother's cat, explosive diarrhea. And he's asking, like, is there something I can give my cat at home? The drug that I found in practice to be most effective is this drug. It's Paramide. The brand name is Imodium. The one big caveat for dog owners is some dogs have a genetic mutation called the MDR1 gene mutation. And what that means is some of the narcotics, some of the opiates, ivermectins, they can't process properly. Fortunately, most dogs and cats, they tolerate loperamide completely well. If you happen to have a collie, 70% of collies worldwide, they have the MDR1 gene mutation. If you happen to have a long-haired whippet, 50% of those. If you happen to have an Australian Shepherd, 50% of those, they have this gene mutation. Then you wouldn't want to use loperamide or any of the other ivermectins or opiates. The general adage I followed in veterinary practice is white feet, don't treat. I was just going on the low end of those. We're looking at 0.1 milligrams per kilo, meaning a 10-pound dog or cat, they're about 5 kilos, they would be getting 0.5 of a milligram. These are 2 milligram capsules. That means your dog or cat would be getting a quarter of this capsule 2 to 3 times a day. I found most animals responded quite quick to the loperamide. You're just looking at 1 to 2 days of treatment. Our 4th OTC med, we're moving on to skin. Your dog has an allergic outbreak. His ears are infected. He's just shaking and shaking his ears. You've got a cat that's eaten some milk, has a food allergy, just won't stop scratching his face. You should be considering an antihistamine. Number 4 brings us to this antihistamine, Cetirizine. It's sold under the brand name Reactin in Canada, under Zyrtec in the US. I've definitely been using it a lot lately. What I really like about it is it's 24-hour treatment. It doesn't have the same drowsiness side effects that I would see in Benadryl. It's pretty darn effective. A standard dog and cat dose is 5 milligrams, which is half of this 10 milligram tablet for 10 pounds of body weight, once daily. Number 5. This is actually a combination of 2 OTC meds. It's a skin and ear topical medication. It's a great option for dogs that have recurring ear infections. We're not sure, is this yeast or is this just inflammation? Also inflamed areas on the skin, especially for animals that have atopy, environmental allergy, and they get secondary yeast infections. So number 5 consists of 1 part of this canistin. It's the antifungal. The actual name of the drug is clotrimazole. We use it a lot in veterinary practice. Then number 2, this is a 1% hydrocortisone cream. Corticosteroids, they're also used a lot in veterinary practice. You get to make your own veterinary preparation. To make your at-home veterinary cream, I'm squirting in about 1 teaspoon of the clotrimazole or the canistin. Then I'm adding in another teaspoon of this here, the 1% hydrocortisone. Let's mix it up together well, white blending with white, and no, it's not cake icing. This is our awesome at-home veterinary remedy for allergies and ear infections. Then just put about 1/4 inch on the end of your finger. Tilt your dog's head back, seat your finger into the base of your dog's ear, inserting that down into the ear canal, then rub the base of the ear really, really well, working its way down the ear canal. You can treat your dog twice daily for 5 days. Here they are, the 5 most common OTC meds that I use on animals, you can use as well. Thanks so much for watching this edition of Veterinary Secrets. Click up there to subscribe, hit the bell to sign up for notifications. Then when you click that link directly in the box below, I can send you a copy of my free book.